Welcome back to another edition of the Optimized Weekly Market Recap. I'm David Ferreira, Portfolio Manager with Optimized Wealth Management. And as always for today's recap, we'll take a look at last week's activity in the markets, as well as what we're watching for in the week ahead. It was an exciting week in the markets with stocks making a strong recovery to finish roughly flat on the week. Many investors stepped in to buy growth stocks on the pullback, especially some big tech names, while value-oriented stocks and companies with strong fundamentals continued to perform very well. The Dow was off 60 basis points last week, while the Nasdaq eased 18 basis points, and the S&P 500 edged 4 basis points lower. The TSX, meanwhile, added 40 basis points for the week. Zooming in on sector performance, industrials and energy notched the largest gains, while materials and consumer discretionary lagged by the most. Looking at the events from this past week, on Thursday, U.S. weekly jobless claims saw the biggest drop in about 11 months to a seasonally adjusted 233,000 for the week ended August 3rd. Stocks rallied on this news as it eased investor concerns the labor market is slowing too quickly following July's employment report. Also, the consumer credit report released on Wednesday showed U.S. consumers borrowed less than economists expected in June, reflecting smaller credit card balances, and this is good news for the health of the U.S. consumer. In Canada, the employment report on Friday showed the economy shed 2,800 jobs in July, with economists expecting 22,500 positions to be added. This further boosted the case for another Bank of Canada rate cut this year. For the week ahead, highlighting this week will be consumer inflation data for July released on Wednesday, which follows the Producers Price Index report on Tuesday. Any indication that inflation continues to ease will increase the odds of a Federal Reserve rate cut in September. And on Thursday, retail sales data and initial jobless claims should provide insight into the health of the U.S. consumer and overall economy. In Canada, wholesale trade data released on Thursday will offer a look into the strength of the economic growth in the country. Looking at the corporate earnings calendar, notable names reporting include Walmart, Home Depot, and Cisco. And that's all for this week's edition of the Weekly Market Recap. As always, thank you for watching and see you next week.